Introduction to the software testing is the first topic we discussed. Introduction to software testing. The second topic which we have is also we discussed introduction to software. Introduction to software. In this, I explained what is software program. Generally, software program how we can define means set of statements, logics, and related data to perform specific task in a system is called software program. Then what is software? Set of instructions or programs to perform related activities in a system is called software. Software we are going to call. So set of instructions or programs to perform related activities in a system is called software we are going to call. Whereas there are two types of software based on the development. Based on development. One is called product based software. Other one is service based software. What is that? Product based software. Whenever software developed based on generic or standard requirements of particular industry or a segment of people in the market, then those are called product based software. The service based software, whenever software developed based on particular organization, sorry, particular organization or client, that we are going to call project based software. Okay, that is the product based software, project based software. Okay, product based software. Whenever software developed based on generic or standard requirements of particular industry or segment of people in market. Project based software means whenever software developed based on particular client or particular organization requirements, then those are called project based software. Now, then I explain about the difference among the client, end user, and the company. Client. Client can also called as customer or stakeholder. In general, who will provide the business requirements to develop the software, or who will buy the license to use software in their business, called client or customer or stakeholder we are going to call. End user. End user means the person finally who is going to use the software in their business. End user. The person who is going to use the software in their business, called end user. Then company means it is an organization where software developed as per the client business needs. As per the client business needs. Now, The difference among the client, end user, and company. So again, based on the work, there are two types of companies in IT industry. Based on work, there are two types of companies IT industry. One is called product-based company, then service-based company. Product-based company. Then we have the types of software companies. Product-based company, then service-based company. Product-based company means the company which will focus on their own products to develop. Company which will focus on their own products to develop. Service-based company, the company which will develop individual projects for individual clients, that is called service-based company. Then environment. సాధారణ వెస్టర్డే మనం డిస్కస్ చేసాము ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ గురించి.
No, sir.
ఓకే. Generally here, environment means some software and hardware configuration setup. Some software and hardware configuration setup to perform related activities by a specific team based on development. So as a test engineer, you want to test the application. But as I said, generally we test the application as per the client requirements. But for that, we have to collect the requirements from the client, some client who is going to collect. So some other person is going to collect, not by test engineer. Whatever requirements are prepared based on the client business needs, those we are going to call BRS, FRS, the other documents are there. Okay. Now, how the documents are going to get directly, they are not going to send those documents to the test engineers. So, there will be one common repository is going to be maintained. The common repository, nothing but server. Test lead, he is the responsible who will going to publish the project related documents. Who will going to publish the project related documents into the server. So testers will have the access for the server. From there, we are going to take one copy and we are going to prepare them. So test scenarios, test cases, we are going to prepare. This is called one environment where so some software and hardware configuration setup to perform related activities by a specific team is called environment. Like this, there are four types of environments for a project. There are four types of environments for a project. One is development environment. Second one, test environment. Third one, EAT environment. Fourth one is production environment. There are different kind of environments are there for a project. Development environment, test environment, EAT environment, then production environment. A development environment, also called as producer environment. Producer environment. Tanusha, now only I started developing. So up to yesterday, this here I explained. But today topic is environment.
Okay, sir.
So environment means some software and hardware configuration setup to perform related activities by a specific team in company. We have development environment, test environment, VAT environment, and production environment. When you talk about the development environment, who is going to involve here? Development team will involve. Development team will involve. So what are the activities they would go to perform? First they go for the coding. After coding, they do unit testing and integration testing. Developers also will do some kind of testing activities. Unit testing, integration testing. To perform this kind of activities, developers are going to use the white box testing techniques. After that, conduct triage meeting on defects. We have to conduct the triage meeting on defects. What is the triage meeting? Means once the defects are reported to the developers, when testers are identified defects, which we are going to report to the developers. Once you report it to developers, developers are going to conduct the meeting on the defects in order to confirm those defects are valid or not, which defects they need to resolve, when they have to resolve these things to discuss, they are going to conduct the meeting. That is called triage meeting. Now, after the triage meeting, would they go for the debugging, the root cause analysis? why the defect is raised. Then they go for the bug fixing. Bugs are going to be resolved by doing modification of source code. Once bugs are resolved, they release the application to the everything working fine. Then we deliver the application to the client. While using software, there is a possibility client may need some changes in the application, or he may need some new features in application. Then client is going to send the change request to the company. Based on that, update or enhance features in software based on change request. CR means change request from the client. So these are the development team is going to perform. Now, test environment, also called as staging environment. Test environment, which is also called as a staging environment. Now, once software developed, that will be given to the separate testing team. So that means if 10 testers are there, means 10 systems, it is not going to be installed. If test environment like the server will be there, which is connected to the our systems, means local systems, where we are going to work. The application also deployed or installed at a test environment staging server. Okay. So there we are here where testers are going to involve our test environment. Separate testing team will involve. What we do here, first we go for the, as a test engineer, so what we have to do here, we need to go for the review on the requirement documents. Why we have to go for the review? To understand the what is the purpose of the application. What is the purpose of the application? After that, identify test scenarios. We have to identify the test scenarios. After test scenarios identification, we are going to prepare test cases and a test data. Which values we have to use to test the application also we are going to prepare. After that, prepare test cases and test data. If suppose you are working in the automation testing team, we need to develop the automation test scripts. See, overall, as a test engineer, so what are the activities you are going to perform? I'm explaining this. Then execution of test cases and automation test scripts. Log the test result. Go for defect reporting. Then perform retesting. Perform regression testing. So these are the activities where we are going to perform. Review our requirement documents. Then identify test scenarios. Prepare test cases and test data. Develop the automation test scripts. Execution of test cases and automation test scripts. Log the test result. Defect reporting. Perform retesting and regression testing. Because these are the actually your roles and responsibilities in company as a test engineer. Then we have the EAT, where client team or business users or end users are going to involve. So what is the purpose here means? So in order to confirm whether the project is acceptable or not to use in their business, further they go for the EAT testing it is. Who is performing here? Client team or business users or end users. Where client team or business users or end users are going to perform it is. EAT environment. Now, just for the confirmation whether project is acceptable or not, whether application is fit for use or not in their business. Like if you want to buy a car, we'll go for the test drive or not. Why we have to go for test drive? Company says that everything is good, so standards are passed, everything. Still, customer is going to the test drive to check brake is working or not, clutch is. That is not the intention. No? How comfort for him. That purpose he go for the test drive car. Same way, so EAT environment, we have the to test the project it is. EAT or AT. Production environment, also called a live environment, where end user will use software in their business using real data. Using real data. That is a production environment or live environment we are going to call. Okay, but these are the different kind of environments. Then types of software. Types of software. Based on usage, what purpose we are going to use software. Based on software can be categorized into three types. What purpose we are going to use software based on that. First one is system software. Second one is programming software. Third one is more application software. These are the three types we have: system software, programming software, application software. There are three types based on usage, what purpose we are going to use. Now, system software, which is also called as BIOS. BIOS means the basic input output system. Basic input output system. That is BIOS. Primary input for your computer. What those are going to do? Those are going to provide the communication among the system components. That means which are going to use to provide interface among the system components. Like, so device drivers are there, sound drives are there. Suppose you buy a printer, first you have to install the printer drives in your system. Now, example, device drivers, utility software, like antivirus software is there, operating system like Windows. This all comes under system software. Next one, programming software. What is the programming languages are different? Programming software is different. Programming languages means like Java, .NET, Visual Basic. These are the programming languages. Now, this program Java is there, suppose. Where you can write the Java program? There are some third-party editors are available to write the Java program. Notepad also we can write, but there are some editors which will help the which will help if you commit any syntax error, that information is going to provide. Okay, that is programming software. In simple, we can say that which are used to develop another software. to develop another software. Whereas programming software, also called as IDEs, means integrated development environment. Integrated development environment. Suppose if I go for the Eclipse IDE used for the Java programs to write, PyCharm IDE used for the Python programs to write. So like this, Eclipse IDE like this, programming software. Now, application software. What is the purpose of this application software? So this application software also called as front-end applications. Applications are also called a front-end application. So which are used to perform particular business transactions in a system. To perform particular business transactions. Business transactions in a system. Example, like banking, insurance, healthcare, telecom, ERP, enterprise resource planning. So the different kind of business areas. These are nothing but in IT industry we call as domain. IT industry we call as domain. Okay. Now usually the application software will have the front end and which is used to manipulate the data into the database. So the simple application software if I go, so we have the front end which is used to manipulate the data into the database. That means there is employee registration form is there. If you enter the values, you click on submit. So it is going to be saved the information to the backend called database. Okay, in order to develop the front end, they can use some technologies like Java, .NET, Visual Basic, C Sharp, HTML like this. To develop the backend purpose, they can use some technologies from MySQL, MongoDB, Oracle, DB. They can use any one of these technologies. Nowadays, most of the cases, we are going to see the so MongoDB. MongoDB, most of the companies are going to prefer. Right. Okay, now as a test engineer, which software we go for testing? Which is software we go for the testing? So there are three types I said. No, which one we are going to test? We do application software testing. So in this application software testing, what exactly we do here? Observe. So if this is the front end, we are going to the testing. Here we have to concentrate. So expected components are available or not, control spelling correct or not, alignment of the components is correct or not. So now you have the first name edit box. What type of characters it allows, what the size it allows, alphanumeric, special characters. Any edit box by any application we have to test like that. Last time edit box is there. What type of characters allows we have to check it. Department. Department means drop down is there. Expected components options are available or not. So able to select the option that drop down or not. If I go for date of joining, which if format going to accept? Client expecting DD, YY for in the format only it is accepting or not. So when you enter the valid data, when you click on the submit, the data will be stored in the corresponding database table or not. So if you enter the invalid data, when you click on submit, is given the error message or not. If the valid data is given, click on submit, data is going to store into the database as well as for every employee, it has to generate the unique ID. Employee ID generating or not. Same way, if I go for the fields here, if I click on the reset button, data will be cleared or not. These are the things we have to check. This front end where we have to validate. So whatever technology they use to develop the front end doesn't matter for us. We can go for the testing it is, right? So now, so as a QA tester, quality assurance tester, we do application software testing. The question here, why did you choose software testing as career? If so, main thing here, it is technology independent. Any graduate is eligible to work as a test engineer. Then scope to learn different domains. Then consistency in terms of job. That means every project or product need testing. So moreover, you are interested, passionate about testing activities compared to your core job activities. So generally freshers, this is the question where they are going to ask you. So why do you want to work as a test engineer? The growth also will be there. As a tester, you started a career, but after some years of experience, you will be the lead, project lead, so automation architect, test manager. So ultimately, everyone reaches to the manager position. That is the reason where you can go for the software testing as a career. You can say it is. Okay, that is the class for us. So notes I need to send. One more thing, ma, here actually I started another batch in the morning also. So I will give the so this is my WhatsApp number. Give the message to me or just mail ID. Give the mail ID to me. I will share the notes. Recording sessions you will going to get from the management. Okay, now not now. The next week there is a possibility, if it is possible to you to attend the morning classes instead of evening classes, any work is the Sadhana and Tanusha?
Sir, I will attend in morning classes only, sir.
You attend morning class only.
Yes.
Which batch?
Sir, I join Durga ma'am on that class only, sir. Ma'am didn't tell anything.
You joined for morning batch.
Yes, sir.
Who is faculty?
Durga ma'am.
Durga madam. Okay.
But
How many?
madam is not.
Okay.
That's why I joined this.
Okay. No problem. So actually, I have the session like this. Mm,
Sir,
Nine.
your section is morning also, sir.
I will tell you what exactly I'm going to do. Wait. 9 to 10 a.m. we have the manual testing session, and 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. simultaneously automation test. Not now. It is from Monday. I'm saying that from Monday. 9 to 10 a.m. manual testing classes. 10 to 11 a.m. automation testing is going to start coming Monday. So manual testing, another batch is going on. 2 members are there. So if it is possible to you, instead of attending the evening session, so I will send the invitation to you. So, but those two batches, I will going to provide the recordings and invitation, everything notes I will going to provide. Okay. So for you, okay, Tanusha, what about to Sadhana? Busy or is it okay?
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay.
Morning 9 to 10 and 10 to 11. Okay, sir.
Okay. Five minutes break ఉంటుందండి మధ్యలో. We are going to okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. సో నేను నాకు ఒకసారి మీ వాట్సాప్లో కమ్యూనిటీ కమండి నేను ఇస్తాను లింక్ అన్ని ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తాను. మండే నుంచి ఉంటుంది ఇప్పుడు కాదు. ఓకే.
Okay, sir. Tomorrow also evening only, sir.
టుమారో ఆల్సో ఈవినింగ్ ఓన్లీ వీ హ్యావ్.
Okay, sir.
ఓకే. ఎందుకంటే ఒక క్లాస్ ముందు అడ్వాన్స్గా ఉన్నారు వీళ్ళు 9 to 10 మీకంటే ఎస్డిఎల్సి చెప్పాను వాళ్ళకి. అందుకోసం
Okay,
మీకు
sir.
వాళ్ళకి అదే ఆ పోర్షన్ కవర్ చేసిన తర్వాత మీకు దాంట్లో కలుపుతాను. అంటే మీకు రేపు ఉంటుంది క్లాస్ ఉంటుంది, రేపు క్లాస్ ఉంటుంది మీకు. ఓకేనా? ఓకే.
Okay, sir.
ఓకే. సో నాకైతే మీ డీటెయిల్స్ ఇవ్వండి. సో నేను ఐ విల్ గోయింగ్ టు షేర్ ద నోట్స్. ఓకే.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, then see you tomorrow. Bye.